Better. Now your side. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning, good morning. Okay, wait. We gotta find the thingamabob, the band, and put it in the band. Ish. This, what is this? Nope. Is it this? Nope. Good morning, friends. Listen. Ugh. Me and this hair and me, okay? How y'all doing this morning? How are you doing this morning? I have to set something else up real quickly. Let's see. Bear with me a second. There's too much going on for the morning just being started. Okay, there's just too much going on, but it's all right. I am so grateful that I have things going on because there's many who have no thing going on. So I'm very grateful and happy that I have things going on. Okay. Okay, so I can see. Let's put that there. Move this over. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Good morning. Hey, Flores. Good morning. Welcome, welcome. So glad to see you. I'm setting this up just so I can see something while I chat with y'all as well. Okay, I need to keep my eye on stuff. So I want to make it easy for me while we do this because we're going to be budgeting this morning because that's what we need to do. I need to do my budget because you see what day it is? It's the 8th day of July. It is the 8th day of the month of July. And I need to make sure I go ahead and check in on everything. So I did start this morning already, going through to, set up my Earn Conjuring budget planner. So I'm already into it. I'm already doing that. So I just got to check some things and write some things in to at least get it started. I do have a couple appointments today. Well, a appointment and a few other things that I might want to do. So it's going to be a fantastic day today. Fantastic. 4, 6. Okay. So there we go. And this was at 8. Okay. So I hope you guys are doing well. All right, let's wait on our fellow friends to come in the middle of it to get on in here. Good morning. Good morning. Welcome to the morning tea. It is a budgeting day today. It's a budgeting day today. Hey, Washington. Good morning. How are you? Washington, I did see your message. Let me tell you something, Washington. Let me tell you the struggle. Let me tell you the struggle. Let me tell you the struggle. So story time, okay? Story time before we get in here. So I went to CVS yesterday. Okay. And I go if I don't go to my CVS on Sunday, chances are by the time I go on Monday, most of the stuff is already out of stock. So anytime I decide that I'm going to go to CVS on a Monday, a Tuesday, whatever, I'm just going to see whatever they have left me, the dregs in the bottom of the cup that they may have left me, right? Let me move this. Yeah, I'm trying to get this. The dregs that they may have left me in the bottom of the cup, that's on the shelf. That's all I'm seeing. I'm not going there thinking I'm going to get everything that I set out to go get at all. I'm not thinking that. So I went there and my main thing was to get the, what's this thing I was going to get? The toothpaste, the Oral-B Crest, because I needed a mouthwash and the toothbrush. And then I also wanted to get the, think about the Shea Moisture. Where's my list? As a matter of fact, where's my list? So I don't even, okay, so that's what my list looked like. Okay, that was my list yesterday. That was my list. The CoverGirl deal, the Crest Oral B, the Secret, which I already knew. Chances are I probably wasn't going to find any on the shelf, and possibly the soft soap. I wasn't really too sure about the soft soap, and I wasn't too sure about the laundry deal. I was supposed to get the spend 30 get 10 on Friday, but I didn't. I was lazy. I didn't do it. So I missed out on that. If y'all see me looking over like this, I'm not extremely crazy. I'm just checking all the stuff that I'm checking on. Okay. And I'm gonna be checking on it the whole show. But anyway, I went to get that. Before I went to get that, because there's always a backstory to the story. Good morning, Riddick. How are you doing? So glad to see y'all. Look at YouTube having y'all be able to put number 1, number 2, number 3 and stuff in here. Oh my gosh. Or did they do that for you? I don't think they did that for you. Because I saw Flora says hi first before Washington. I don't know, but whatever it's doing, that's great. That's great. That's fantastic. Come on in the room, peeps. So before I went on Sunday, I did watch a haul video, a haul video or two, because I like to wait until I see the haul videos because they come up with some great some great transactions, things I may not have think of or miss. And I don't want to put my own stuff together. I honestly don't. So I'm grateful for them to be able to do it. I've spent so many years putting my own stuff together. I don't want to do it anymore. When we've got so much amazing people in the couponing community that is putting together such amazing deals. So I normally watch several of them in order to see what they're doing, how they're doing it, and seeing, is the cost something that I'm willing to pay? Because I'm sorry. Even if I get a rebate back on the item, as long as I spent the money, that's what I'm counting. I spent that money. Whatever I spent in cash, I spent that money. So my mathematics is a little bit different than their mathematics sometimes, okay? Because I don't always do a rebate. Sometimes I forget to do a rebate. I know I'm not good at, if it's anything that I got to go to another website other than an app like Ibotta, I usually probably don't get it because I don't really be doing it. And so I've got to know that about myself. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, boo. I love it. I don't remember. Who was this, y'all? Was it Hobby Lobby or Joann's? It was somebody or somebody. I went in and I saw it and I was like, I gotta have it. Like I gotta have it. I gotta have my Mandalorian. I have to have it. Okay, I gotta have it. So, yeah, so that was the thing. So I watched one, and the deal gave me the one video gave me the regular Crest Oral B deal with just the 2 product, and then I watched Star. Yo, I know you are happy, Washington, because you see Stars doing videos. Anyway, I watched Star yesterday, and she had the spend 20 get 4 off. She had that deal, and so I decided to do that deal instead because I get mouthwash, toothbrush, and toothpaste. Run it, Star. And it was very inexpensive out of pocket wise to be able to get it. Okay, very inexpensive out of pocket. So that's why I did that. Now, let's go to this one. Now, I went in the store, picked up, and I wasn't going to do the CoverGirl deal, but then it was like with the checkout 51 back, it was going to be really and truly a little money maker, but not really, because like I said, I did submit my receipt to checkout 51, so I'm kind of claiming that. With checkout 51, your minimum has to be $20 account balance to be able to withdraw the money into your account. And so I did not, roll it into my account. Yet I have $18. I need $1 and like 40 cents or something like that in credit to be able to run me back my money. So we'll wait on that. Anyway, I went to CVS. Got the Crest Oral B deal, the CoverGirl, and that was all that I was able to get because they were out of the Secret, and they did have a soft soap and an Irish Spring on the shelf, but I'm considering that because the cost of that was going to be like, how much was that? Like a $2 maybe each, like $2 each for one soft soap and $2 for the Irish Spring. And I'm like, maybe that's not something that I'm willing to pay. Maybe I'm not willing to pay that. It was number one until Nina came in and knocked you down. Flores. Yeah. So I was like, I'm not willing to pay that. So I had this thought to myself, like, Lord, I'm so grateful because I am able to use this skill that I've learned, right? That others they're helping me to be able to have to reduce the cost of things that we use, right? Things that we can gift to folks as well, just things that on a regular basis we're able to use to make our lives better. So I was very happy about that. In addition to that, y'all, the Shea Moisture deal. So this is where the Shea Moisture deal comes in. The online price for the Shea Moisture is different than the in-store price. I went to two CVS stores yesterday. Side story again. Anyway, I went to two CVS stores for the simple fact that there was a tuna deal as well. I think it's what, buy two get two free on tuna fish, the can. And there was like some dollar extra care buck back. Anyway, it was worth it. And I went my store, of course, they had none on the shelf because the people had already purchased it all, right? So I went to another store, which is not very far. It's like really on the same street, but two ends of the street. So not very far. I went there. They did not have any at all. So I looked at the Shea Moisture because I said to myself, self, maybe what we need to do moving forward is to refresh our shampoo and our conditioner. Maybe I need to refresh that and start using this Shea Moisture product. The reason I say that is um I I have this large Tresemme pump bottle of shampoo and the large Tresemme bottle of conditioner. That's what I've previously used. And I do not toss the bottles out. Whenever it's running low enough, I just pour another bottle of shampoo or another bottle of conditioner. It doesn't matter what brand or what kind, as long as it's one that I use. I pour it in there, mix them together. That's what I do. So I'm thinking to myself that, girl, you may need to go on ahead and refresh your pump bottle of shampoo and conditioner and just, do away with those and replace what you have with, just a new set. All right, no problem. We'll replace it with a new set. The Shea Moisture is I don't even know how many ounces is in the bottle. Washington. Let's see. Washington might know all these things, okay, off the top of her head. Let me look it up. Shea Moisture. Let me go on ahead and look it up, okay? So nobody's lying to anybody up on here today. I should put Shea Moisture shampoo because now I'm having to roll through all this other stuff. Hold on. And it's a range because the other ones are and it don't even I have to what do I have to do? The way that it is on the app, it's not even telling me. You think 28 ounce maybe? It might be, but it, the way it is on the app, y'all. It has the title, but the title isn't even in. Like the title, you can't even see what the ounce is. Thank you, Washington. I'd have to look it up on the computer. 24 to 6, 28. What is that? 28 ounces. Okay, thank you. So it's a decent size, but it's not huge, right? Like the Tresemes they're a lot more than that. They're like two, maybe two and a half times. It's a big one. It doesn't tell me even when I scroll on the. This is just the app one, not the website. It doesn't tell you even when you scroll. Washington. Let me see. I have to go all the way to the 13 ounces. It's 13 ounces. That's Yeah, look how far you have to go. Look how far you have to go to find the details. You got to pass all of that, all of that, all of that, pass all of that. Like, really, to go all the way down here to this details. And you click on the details, and then it'll tell you what the ounce is. That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. But thank you so much, Washington. Yeah. So it's a small 13-ounce ones as well. Now, the main reason why I want to get the particular one that I want to get is it is like a shea, actual shea butter. It's a shea butter variety. Let me look in my shopping cart. I think I have it in my shopping cart are here on here. Uh, I'm gonna tell you, it is raw shea butter. Okay, it's the raw shea butter shampoo and conditioner. That's the one that I'm thinking of getting. It is $12.49 online. However, in my local store, it is $11.99. Okay, 11.99. So I'm ordering it online to pick it up in store is a no because already I'm paying more to be able to do that. But um there are two offers on this particular things that I have access to. Washington, I'm jealous that you have that additional off. I'm jealous because I see people have it and I don't. Lisa, good morning. It's so great to see you. Thank you. Mwah. Thank you, thank you, thank you for rolling in. Um, so there's an extra $10 off two when you purchase two. So you can get the shampoo, the conditioner, and get $10 off. So basically, let's round up for math. Instead of $11.99, we're gonna say $12. So 12 and 12 is 24, right? So take a $10 off, that's down to 14. That's not a bad deal, right? That's not a bad deal. However, there's also a when you spend $20, you're going to get $10 back. $20 is before your manufacturer coupon. So therefore, I'll be getting $10 extra care buck back, which leaves me to pay $4 plus tax for both of them, right? So coming from $24 to paying $4 for the item, somebody would be like, yeah, so such a wonderful deal. And I'm looking here like, do I want to pay that? The shame. The shame. I'm looking like, do I want to pay that? Like, let me go to my house and see exactly which shampoo and conditioners I do have in my collection because I do have some at the house before I decide to get this Shea Moisture deal. But it is a good deal, and I'm thinking I want to get it. I'm thinking I'm gonna get it. I thinking I'm gonna get it. I actually have it in my pocket planner. Like, think about the Shea Moisture deal as well. Now, Washington, if you have that extra $3, it's going to be $1. Like, there's no thinking about it at that point. There's absolutely no thinking about it. If I had that extra $3, I would not even be thinking about it. We would not even be having this conversation about whether or not I think it's a great deal. It would be in my possession. I would have possessed my possession. That I would have possessed my possession. And I also did leave it on the shelf because there's more in the store. There's actually several, like about 5 plus sets that's on the shelf for that store. So I was okay leaving it there. My store, on the other hand, if you see it, you better get it. Because if you don't get it, when you come back, it may 100% not be there for you to be able to do anything with. Okay. And it's not going to be there. Not going to be there. Mm. Yeah. 470. Give me a second. 496. Okay. Right. It will not be there for you to be able to have. So, that's my suggestion. For those of you who use that product, have a CVS, have the app, go ahead and do that. Also, Washington, did you take advantage of the CVS gift card deal? That's not a popular item in your store. We're always stocked. Okay, okay. Yeah. Did you do the gift card deal? So the first thing that I did when I went into the store yesterday, which I made sure that I marked it for me to do because if I don't put the order in which I do things, I will do things out of order and it will make me very sad. It would make me very sad. So I had to make sure that I was doing it the right way. I did purchase a CVS gift card first because it's a spend $50 on a lot of there's different kinds of gift cards, but CVS gift card is included. And so I did purchase a CVS gift card. Girl, you get a $15 extra care buck back. You get $15 extra care buck back. So I suggest you do that first. And so I did go ahead and get that. And I don't have a problem with getting that 50. Usually it's spend 50, you get 10. And now it's 15. So I got one and I'm probably going to get another one either later this week or next week. Well, I don't know if they're going to have the deal next week. I'm hoping they do, but I'm probably going to get one later this week. So it's spend 50, you get 15 back. So you get $65 worth of CVS spending for 50 bucks. You said you was going to do it on your daughter's account. Okay. Yeah. 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 So I did that. And so I did that, plus I did the other deals. And so I did get back, all of my CVS goodies yesterday. I left one of the things, there it is. You get your $15 back. I got it and I got my $15 reward back. So yep. And then you get all this other stuff, Head and Shoulders, but they don't give me what I want. They don't give me the stuff that I want. Anyhow, CVS is where my medication is now. And so I do go ahead and, grab it so that whenever I'm getting my medication, I can also use that card, but I use it on my CVS spending because I be spending money there. Okay. And I just had to go pick up some medication too, which was like 20. No, was it $20? I don't think it had reached $20 yet. Not this set. It was like 16 something. But I don't have to pick up anything else for another 2 months, right? Like another 2 months. So we'll see how that works out. CVS keeps on messaging me, asking me, look, didn't you leave something in your shopping cart? Like CVS, stop bugging me. Stop bugging me. A screenshot, my appointment check-in. Okay, y'all, I'm checking on my little ding dings on the phone. Let me check my ding dings. She's ding ding. Your grandson and nephew are going to college in July, so you need to get them gift cards. Okay, I'm not sure if the Domino's is included. I didn't check for the Domino's because I wasn't interested in that. I'll just check. I remember things that I'm interested in. Nothing else. Nothing else. With the verification, I need to see if I wonder if I can send this stuff back, y'all. If other people's mail come to your place, come to your address, how do you send the stuff back to the post office to let them know don't send the stuff for this person anymore? How you do that? How do you do that? Because I need to do that. All right. Well, now that we've told that story, now that we've got that story out the way, let's go ahead and do a prayer because we didn't do that. Okay, we didn't do that. Is that 22.225? Okay, I need to write this down. 25. Leave it. Hey, Dina. Good morning. Welcome. Did I miss anyone else? I don't think I missed anyone else. If anyone else is in here that I have not said good morning to, good morning and welcome into the morning tea. All right. We just had a whole 25-minute story time, a whole 25-minute story time. Okay. And we budgeted today. We are budgeting today. Heavenly Father, we thank you so much for your mercy and your grace. We thank you for giving us things to do, allowing us to have responsibilities, to be able to have just things that allow us to feel accomplished, to feel needed, Father, Lord, to feel just worthy sometimes within ourselves, Heavenly Father. We thank you for helping us to be successful at these things that we set forth to do, as long as they are moving us in the right direction, Lord. Whatever it is that's not moving us in the right direction, put it asunder in the mighty name of Jesus. Father, Lord, we thank you for your new mercies each and every day. Thank you for friendship, companionship, and joy, Father, Lord. Even when things are not going the way we want to, there's still something that we can find joy in. Heavenly Father, as we set up our budget today, help us to be able to budget in the right way, to make sure that we're setting aside money not only for the bills, but also making sure that we're setting aside what you have asked us to return. Help us, Father Lord. We know that your math is different than our math. And so, Father Lord, I ask that you will bless the funds that are there so that they can be multiplied and cover everything that needs to be covered. In Jesus' name, amen. Listen, mailbox with a note for return to sender. Does that still work? Does that still work? I'm gonna have to check to see if that actually works. Y'all, we're back with the hash browns. We're back with the hash brown. Let me tell you something. Okay, it's been a minute, but we're back with the hash brown. 227. Okay, that's fine. We're back with the hash brown. So Publix this week has the hash brown back on buy one get one. I'm in it. I'm in it. I went in there yesterday. I got a hash brown. They've got peaches, like bags of peaches. I don't remember how many pounds is in the bag, but they've got bags of peaches, and it was buy one get one free for the bag. So it'd be $2 per bag for the peaches. Let me tell you, that a great price. Got 2 bags last week and got 2 bags yesterday because today is the last day of the sale. So whatever you don't get, you ain't gonna get it. You're not gonna get it. You're not gonna get it. You're absolutely not gonna get it. So last week, I think last week we were talking and I said that I needed to get some cards for washi cards. I found some Villa Beautiful that I had. I found some Villa Beautiful cards that I had, y'all. Isn't it cute? Isn't it cute? From oh, this one is really pretty. Very pretty. I use these for deco. I use them for deco, mostly for decoration as well. Dividers and little things like that. I use them for. 23. Oh, that's good, Washington. That is fantastic. Mm-mm-mm. Well, the way my hash brown eating self is checked up, is set up, I'm still so happy that I'm keeping that 10 off. I'm still keeping the 10 off, y'all, but I'm not like, I need that 11th pound. I need that 11th. I need that 11th pound. So we're going to have to work on that 11th pound. Okay. Anyway, I was just showing y'all this. I think I might use that one. Okay. Oh boy, that was funny. Is it this way? Yeah, I think I'm gonna use that one for the washi because you can't really see the design that well. That is very cute. That, I think I'll punch that and put that in my planner. I want to punch that and put it in my planner. It's very cute. Like, this is cute too. That's cute too. But I don't want to punch things. I don't want to punch things if it's gonna mess up, mess up the design. If it's gonna mess up the design, I don't know. I don't know if I want to do that. Okay. 7. Okay, we're not doing anything with that right now. Well, we got a budget though. Shauna, you just got the notification. Oh yeah, I'm sorry. You fell up the stairs yesterday. You left. So, oh my goodness, Nita, that is no bueno. See, like this. Look at that. It's very cute, but I don't want to. I don't really want to punch into that. Oh, what I could do is like punch into the side and put a string and hang it from somewhere or something. I don't know, but I'm gonna use the one that is more complex, like this one, for the washi card, because you can't really, like, that's got a lot going on there. So I'm gonna use this one. And without a solid background like that, it's hard to see, what's going on. So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna use this one. And that's the washi card that's going to go in my planner. It's gonna go in my planner to y'all. What is it gonna go in our planner to do? Oh, so I can have some washi that coordinates with the stickers that I'm using for the month. That's what that's for. That is what that's for. That's what that's for. All right, very good. Listen, it would be cute if you put a string on it and use it as a bookmark. Yes, that would be good, Shauna. You're absolutely correct. That would be amazing, or amazing. That would be amazing. All right, 47. Oh, this is good. I mean, it's good, but it's not good. 0.47. 49. All right, I'm writing something, y'all. Give me a second. Let's make sure. 585. Okay, that's fine. I don't need to write that one down. Strong, good. Guessing. Okay, so why do we need to budget? I need to budget, y'all, because I need to know that all my stuff is covered and I got money to spend. That's it. That's it. I just need to know that all my stuff is covered and I got some money to spend. That's it. That's it. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. You just don't like it? I don't like it either. I don't like it. So normally I do it in stages, Shauna. I do it in stages because I don't like it. Okay. So I kind of started setting up the planner. I kind of started setting up my planner already. So most of that stuff is done. So I got like my sections because I can't use the typical budget planner. It's just too many sections, too many categories, too much of all that stuff for me. Okay, Shauna, that's fantastic. That's fantastic. If he's better at that, that's great. Not my husband. Both of us don't like it. We don't like doing it. We don't like doing it. So yeah. So one of the first things I do, when I'm budgeting though, let's take this off because I don't need that anymore there, is I gotta check my account balance. That's the first thing she's gotta do is check the account balance. And I actually do that like whatever day I'm budgeting is whatever the balance is for that day is what I'm using. 7. That's what I'm using. Budget planner doesn't work for you other. You tried 3 times. And they just the recycling each, yeah. So I use the Erin Condren petite. It's a Erin Condren budget petite planner or petite budget planner. That's the one I use. And I set up my pages differently because the pages are pretty much blank. I don't use the first 2 pages, or should I say the page on the right. Let me show you. Let me show you. This is set up for August already, y'all. August is already set up as far as decorations go. So this is August, right? So this page, this is the normal page and how budget stuff is normally set up. I don't do that. Ain't nobody got time for that. I'm not doing that, right? I do use this page for the stuff that's going on in the month and this page for other things. I use it for other things. These are the pages that I use, right? So these are the pages that I use. Well, this one is just a sheet of paper, washi taped for like notes. Any little extra things I got to write in there. But these are the pages that I made. Those are the pages that I use. And if I need anything extra, there's 2 additional pages. There's 2 additional pages. Okay. So I love that. it's freedom within boundaries. And so it allows me to be able to set it up how I need it so that I can see all the information on just the two spreads. My brain loves to see all the information in front of me. I can't be flipping from page to page. Flipping from page to page is my enemy. It's my enemy. I don't know if anybody else, are you that way? Like the way my brain is set up, if I flip the page, we're finished. We're finished. We don't need to go back. We're done with that. We don't need to go back, right? And so I don't do that. So on one side, I'm putting my checking account balances, right? You check your account every morning to make sure everything is cool. Doing it, that is really a blessing to you. Dina, I have a hard time with checking that thing every day. I have a hard time doing that thing every day. I don't know. I know a lot of people do that, but I'm like, do I have to? It's like, Shauna, it is. We flip the page and we get gold. Listen, it's over. We flip the page and it's over. It's finished. We're not going back there. That means it's done. When you turn the page, it's finished. It's done. What are we going back there for? You can't make me. You can't make me. Yeah. So I need to see as much of the information as possible on that one spread, the relevant information, because if I don't, so I don't do that. So I'm checking. I'm writing down my checking account and my savings. So everywhere I have checking and savings, I'm writing that down. Sometimes I have stuff to write down. Sometimes I don't. Right? Because the reason why we have emergency savings and stuff like that is when things come up, guess what we're doing? We're pulling the money and using it. So sometimes the emergency is like, hey, you ain't got no money. You ain't got no more money. And now I have to put to replenish that account, in my bill. So I check my account. So one down. So, I see an app that I need to delete. And that's also why I have that note sheet inside of it. Okay. Because if I go to something else to take notes or something like that, I'm gone. Whatever I'm going to, I'm going to play in that. I'm gone. You've made it a habit. It's on the bank app. It just takes a couple of minutes. Okay, so Dina, how many accounts are you checking every day? Do you only have one to check, or how many accounts are you checking every day? Phrases, you are pretty good at checking it at least every 2 weeks. There you go, Shauna. There you go. Like, no, I'm not. And that's one of the main reasons, y'all, why I pay things ahead. That's one of the main reasons I pay things ahead. I don't want to have to look at you more. I don't like doing you. So why if I don't like to visit you, why would I force myself to be visiting you every week, every month? Why? I don't want to do that. So what's going to make it easy for me to accomplish the task that I want to accomplish without being mentally perturbed? Notifies you after a transaction. Oh, Gina said just one. See, that makes it easy if you only got the one. Check it up. We have found fraud Amazon purchases many times. Okay. Oh, okay. Okay, Flores. Yeah. A week on the page. You have a plan for your happy plan a monthly. Okay. Yeah. And so I don't know. A lot of my things are auto pay, right? A lot of my things are auto pay. There's only certain things that may not be auto pay, right? But a lot of my things are auto pay. Okay, so I got this one done. Let's get to the other ones. This is why I'm like, nah, we ain't doing that. There's too many things to check. There's too many things to be checking. Okay, and this, let me make a note. So this is a note because this particular one has a credit card that's tied to it too. So I'm like, now I see the credit card information. I could put it ahead of time that I don't have a balance here. Because I make sure I check all of those balances because I don't want to forget nothing. Okay. Oh, guess who's building back her savings? I am. I'm looking like I got money in savings again. See, no balance. Right. So I can write this note down while I'm checking. So my savings. Okay. eh, That's very good, y'all, because I had to take my money out to do something. I was like, no, bring it back. So it's going back. Let me check into it to make sure. No, not yet. I don't want to do that. I need to check. I need to change it. See, like I really have that because I know that there's things that need to be done. Like I need to do things. Change G one um transfer SER from to okay. And I could do that, not right now, but I could do that this month or I could wait the next month by what, August? Okay, so I'll make sure I do it by August. So I have my note. You got to start saving on your private savings next month. Okay, good. So you're putting that together already. Yeah, I've got to put all this notes and stuff in here, and then I make sure I check this stuff off um, for me. I make sure I check this stuff off on a monthly basis. So as I'm going along, I'm putting that what I'm seeing down. So for the most part, do a little bit of checking once I'm checking the account sometimes. All right, so we're good with this one. And I think this is, how often is this though? 26th, 20th. Okay, so weekly. Is that weekly? Girl, WKLY 25. Yeah. Okay, so that's why. All right, so I definitely need to change that next one. Because we had to pay extra on the student loan this month. Okay. Okay. So that's over with and you're moving forward. All right. Do y'all check y'all credit score too? They give me like this free credit score access. So I don't know. Let me check it. Sometimes it's like depressing, but sometimes it's not. Because when you get when you get to a certain score, you're like, why y'all bring it down? What, because I got a higher balance on my card. And I got to be okay with that. Okay. I got to be okay with that because guess what? Because I'm going to have that higher balance for now because I got things to do. All right. I don't, I'm not counting that as anything. So, all right. We're good to go with this one. We're good to go with that one. So we have these two. And this also helps because when the bills are paid, I need to make sure I know which account they're coming out of, how much money is in that particular account to make sure that, it's all right. So that's good. That's done. That's good. That's good. All right. So, um, investment, and that's going to be the end of the month because I did make some changes to my investments as well. Your big goal is to ditch the credit cards, but it's hard to do. I'm not going to ditch them. My goal is using them responsibly. Using them responsibly. And one of the main reasons, and I think I've talked about this on here before, one of the main reasons is that I want to limit other people's access to my checking accounts. Period. Period. Yes, we know if they want it, they're going to get it. But I want to limit everybody else's access to my account. So I use a credit card for pretty much everything. When it comes to paying the bills, if I could, I would. But when it comes to paying the bills, they go on bill pay from my bank to the companies. The companies don't have, most of them don't have my account information, okay, for my bank. Not only that, credit card companies if someone has a fraud on your credit card and you don't have access to that funds, it's okay versus someone does something in your bank checking account and you don't have access to that money. Personally, that's that's me. I'm like, no, no, nay, nay. Um, I'd rather do that. Most of the times when I do make purchases on those cards, I'm making wise purchases, right? So like right now, I have an offer on my one of my credit cards that I am using for every single thing, right? Like every single thing, excepting now that I bought the CVS gift card and the purchasing of this CVS gift card was done on that card. It's 0% interest, and I think I have that until October, right? At this point, and it's been since last year, right? So I think they had given me like 10 months. 0% interest on everything that I purchase. Okay. I have some big purchases to make, I don't care what it is. And then on my auto bill pay is the card. So I set it to pay a set amount every single week, right? For the month, it's paying a set amount on that card. So when the end comes, we'll see what's going to happen with that, with the balance that's on there. Is it going to be paid off, or do I need to do a balance transfer, which I'm okay with doing, right? All of my financial moves personally, I try to they're calculated moves. They're calculated moves. Okay. So no, I'm not. I used to be on the no credit card train, but I believe I have enough restraint. I believe I have enough restraint to be able to use it. There are some people who do not have enough restraint and they just don't need to use it at all. And that's understandable. We're not saving enough because we use the credit cards. Okay, yeah. So it depends. Good morning, Erica. How are you? If you do not have the restraint, don't do it. And so for a long time, we really did not use it much. I also have the app on my phone. So when I'm using a credit card, because there's different reasons also that I use it. When I use a credit card, just like you guys have the thing, I have the app on my phone. So every time I make a purchase, right? Like I said, my moves are calculated. Whenever I make a purchase, it dings me. I immediately go into my check my bill pay on my banking app, and I put back the money. I send a payment for whatever the amount is that I just spent. So that's when I have interest that's accruing on that card and I don't want to do it. And normally I set it for a few days later, right? A few days later. There's something about doing it that way that they said, okay, that's going to help, with the credit because the charge settled. But I make sure when I'm doing that, I know what my statement date is for that card because no, I'm not going to pay you any interest on it. Thank you for allowing me to use your money. I appreciate you allowing me to use your money, right? Thank you. And I'm not going to pay any interest, right? So I know the statement date, not the due date. I roll on statement dates. So I want to make sure it's paid off before that date. So no, you're not charging me any interest, okay? As well. When I make big, huge purchases, like yes, I may have an emergency fund, but that doesn't mean I want to use my emergency fund for big purchases, right? Period. That doesn't mean that. So $3,700 pretty much for the water line. No, put it on this card, please. I don't want to tie up $3,700 in cash. Just give it away like no. Put it on this card, please. So that I'm willing to purchase that on a card, and I actually put it on a card that gave me 18 months, no interest. So divide that up by 18 months, and I'm going to make sure that gets paid on a monthly basis for 18 months. You understand what I'm saying? So my purchases, and even if something happens and I'm not able to pay that, I have another card and it's giving me 12 months, no interest balance transfers. So if there's a balance left, I can transfer that balance over to the other card before the time is due. You see what I'm saying? So like there's a plan. There's a plan in place for that. That's how you do it as well. Pay it off, except $5 every 3 months by the statement date. Yeah. So if you look on your credit card statement, and I don't have one with me here, if you look on your credit card statement, you should be able to see when your statement ends. And just always work on the one before, the date before. You can also call them and ask them what your statement date is. So even like your light bill, gas bill, water bill, they'll all have, this is from this date to this date. This is the charges from this date to this date. So your statement date is always different than your due date. We do that for bigger stuff too. We will be doing that for your tooth replacement. Uh-huh. Yeah. Yeah. You can look it up online. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. So like, you know, those are things, and that's how I definitely plan my things, plan my plans. 0.2189. Give me a second, y'all. Um I plan my things to make sure that I'm able to do the things that I want to do, to do the things that I want to do. I don't have an unlimited amount of funds. I don't have 30, 40, 50, $60,000 sitting down to be able to throw cash at everything. I don't have the kind of income coming in that will allow me to do those things, right? And so the next best thing is, how am I able to do what I want to do, still afford to be able to do it, and live, you know what I mean, to be able to do that. And I can do that by utilizing access to cards that they've given me, right? I make sure that my things are usually paid before the due date. Like, I pay my stuff almost like every week. I have my stuff on a weekly schedule. I pay my stuff almost every week. So basically, there's almost never a time where something is due. Like, when I go check my due dates right now and what's due, I may have one or two bills that I need to pay, like I need to pay, but chances are they've already been paid, right? So I try to get months ahead in my payment. I try to get months ahead because I don't like late fees. I don't like overdraft fees. I don't like none of that. They're useless. They're useless. I hate them. And so I try to pay my stuff ahead. I don't care if I have a credit balance on my account, the more the better. The more the better. The more the better. Okay, let me be paid up for the whole entire year. Okay, can we make it 2 years? Because at the end of the day, they're going to give you back your money if you move or whatever, right? So let me be paid up ahead of time. I don't like any of that. I don't like that. That's a waste of my money. That's a waste of my money. And I work hard for my money. So so I put my own self on my own budget billing. So if I know the average cost of my light bill is $200 per month, I'm going to be paying $55 every single week. Now, I know some people don't get paid, they only get paid once a month, but even if I get paid once a month, that money's going to stay in that account, portioned out for weekly payments. That way, I'm not without money or without anything at all for the rest of the month. Yes, it's portioned out. It's portioned out. And I have the restraint to do that. But some people don't. So if you're the kind of person that don't do it. I don't like to have fluctuating bills. I don't like to have, this month my bill is $15, next month it's $120, and I got to find $120 when I only paid 15 last month. I've been there, done that, and I don't like it. I've been there, done that, and don't like it. So I average out my bills for the year. How much did I pay on my light, my water, my gas, anything like that you pay that you can average out. I average that sucker out. Even my credit, like my credit cards get a certain amount of money every single week. Period. Yeah, fluctuating bills, I don't like it. I don't like it at all. So that's how I just take care of that. I take care of it like that. Fluctuating bills, I don't like it at all. At all. At all. No, no. So that's how I do it to make it easier for me. And because I've done that and it's easier that way for me. So my budgeting really has become easier as well. Right? I don't have to go through all of the whole stuff like what other people do, every single dime, every single nickel, every single time. Oh my gosh. The way this brain is set up, it would irritate me. It would irritate me all day, every day. It would irritate me. They have it so if you've been in a place for a whole year, you can pay the average. But Shauna, you could do that for yourself. I don't like mandated, mandatory, you gotta. I don't like that. You could do that for yourself, Shauna. You could do that for yourself. You can count the average. Just look at all your bills for 12 months. If you've paid $1,000, well, $1,200 for easy math. If you paid $1,200 in bills, or you can round it up to that, you said, okay, if I pay $100, Shauna, you could put it on auto pay. That's exactly what I do. You could say if it's $1,200 that you've paid them over the year, you divide that by, the 12 months, it's $100 a month. And you make sure automatically $100 every single month goes to that company on your bill pay. You could set it up on your bill pay in your bank. You can average for all the other stuff though. Yeah, you could. I do exactly that for I've done that when I first heard about budget billing. All right, budget billing for the company. It was the light company years and years and years ago. What was happening with the budget billing is, yes, you pay the average, but at the very end of that budget billing session, if there was extra, let's say 1 month, the bill was a couple months, the bills were higher. And so because the bills were higher, um, there was a deficit. So you're paying $100 every month, but really and truly, you should be paying 115 because the bills were higher than what they budgeted. At the very end, that 12th month, you're going to have to pay all that additional included, right? You're going to have to pay all that additional. So you're paying the 100 plus that extra 150, 200, whatever that additional is. I did not like that. I didn't like it. I didn't like it. So what I did was I did exactly what they said they do. I calculated up how much money we paid them. When I looked at my previous bills on the online system, looked at my previous bills, see how much we paid, and then I divided that by 12, and then I added like $5 to it. So I did it. I just add $5. So if your average is going to be $50 a month, you just add $5, make it 55. And so I pay $55, every single month. You go into your bank, you go into your bill pay, you find that company because they'll usually have the company, or you can add them, add their payment address. They're going to ask you, how long do you want to pay this bill for? You can put, I want to pay this bill for 12 months, or you could pay this bill for however long. I normally do that for 3 months at a time, right? So 13 payments. I normally do 13 payments because I do the weeks. It's on auto pay on our credit card. Okay, that's perfect. You can schedule out. Oh, so the company auto pays it. The company is taking it out from your credit card. Okay, you can actually go into your credit card. No, can you go in and schedule it? No, you can go in on the light company. You can go in on the light company's website, because I have my light company app on here. You can go in, and that's how, because I try to make budgeting easy for me. So I got to re-log in because I changed my phone. Oh, so I got to find all my login information. Anyway, you can go in on the company stuff and you can pre-schedule that stuff for however, as far ahead as they let you. You have an app too. Shauna, check it out, girl. Check it out. Check it out. So basically, I have control over that. I have control over that. And so I pay to the and I check and I pay extra because I don't ever want there to be an issue with anything. So I normally pay extra. I normally pay that little $5 per payment extra. And it goes in and it builds and it keeps a reserve. And you'll start to see that you're having the reserve. Don't even look at the reserve. Let the reserve build. So I've done that for years. My light, my water, my gas, anything, and moved it also to all of my like credit cards. This is an amount. I break it up into however many months, and then I pay it. Boom, 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 boom. And I make sure that I have enough money to pay everything off the month before it's actually the end of the cycle, or the month before it's due. Which means instead of saying this is how much I'm paying over 12 months, you could say this is how much I'm paying over 11 months. So that way you always have paid enough. Always have paid enough. And then I just take it a little step deeper because I don't like all that money coming out of my account at once, because I like to see my money. I like to see my coins. I divide it up by 4 and I pay it on a weekly basis. So on a weekly basis, most of the times you'll see this come out of my account. Very good. This, very good. And I think that's also why when I see those extra things coming out of my account, it's easy for me to see like something extra, because I'm using my credit card for most of my other purchases. And then the credit card payment is coming out of my bank, which is sent from my bank to the credit card company, not from the credit card company to my to take it out my bank. It's like 140, so you put in 150. Exactly. Absolutely. Absolutely, Shauna. Absolutely. So that way you don't ever have to worry about, oh, it was 141, right? It was 141. It don't matter. And I pay the same. So for us, we have light and gas. So in the summer months, one is higher and one is lower. In the winter months, the other one is higher, the other one is lower. I don't care. I don't look at what the difference is fluctuating. I just know what the average cost is, and I'm paying that same amount all the time. All the time. And it works out really good for me. I don't know what other like budgeting methods work really well for you guys, but this one works out really, really, really good for me. It's worked like that for years, 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 years. And I'm like, Lord, I thank you. I thank you. I thank you. Erica, use separate accounts for different stuff, one for your bills, one for your expenses, one for sinking funds, etc. So you can tell with a glance if something is. Yes, Erica, absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, I do have, my separate savings. I have separate savings. And I have two checking account main ones. I actually recently closed one. I had three, and I found that three was too much for me. Three was too much for me. So I have two plus the savings, and that's it. That's enough for me. Like, that's too much checking. That's too much checking things. It's too much checking things. It just overwhelms. My brain is like, no. This is why you don't like the preset categories. We only have rent and electric, but we have to pay for laundry, and the fur balls are spoiled. Yeah. Then a notebook would work for you, right? Like a notebook would work for you then, Shauna. Just a notebook. You can't tell you how many times you've caught them trying to sneak transactions that weren't yours through your account. Listen, main reason why I'm staying using that credit card. And I heard there was this financial person said it. I heard it like maybe a couple years ago, if not. The financial person was like, I don't use my account really for anything. He said, because if it's a false transaction through a credit card, they take care of it. They've got insurance for that stuff, right? If it's fraudulent. With my bank, I have to go through, like, you got to go through so much to be able to get your money back. Not only that, if you're using your credit card, depending on the card you have and the benefits, certain kind of purchases, electronic purchases, travel purchases, some of those things already have like travel insurance or electronic insurance and stuff like that on there. I'm like, that is so true. That's so true. Why I never thought of that? And I'm like, so using a credit card, let me go on ahead and just use that while you guys have it. Plus, there's the cashback aspect. If you do, use their shopping through their shopping, sometimes you just got to activate it for where you shop at. They give you cash back on certain things. You get points for things if you travel. Like, come on. Like, I'm like, there's benefits to it, but you have to make sure that you have you got to be restrained. You can't free willy-nilly be out here just doing it just because you have the available credit to be able to do it. You can't do that. You can, I mean, you could do that, but I wouldn't suggest you doing that. I wouldn't suggest you doing that. You've always buy certain things with your credit card for the points, the cash back, and for the warranties. Yeah. Yeah. And so he was like, I never use it. He said, never use my bank account for nothing. I was like, well, if that's how y'all rich people be doing it, okay, if that's how y'all rich people be doing it, let me go ahead and try it. And let me tell you, it's worked out really well for me. It's worked out really well. You go into a CVS, that'll be $2.55. Charge it. Charge it. Lowe's, Home Depot, charge it. That McDonald's sweet tea that I no longer buy, charge it. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I do that. I do that. Absolutely. Absolutely. So, yo, that's how I do it. Maybe you try more restraint. Shauna, definitely more restraint. You gotta have restraint. Like, what are your financial goals? Maybe that's one of the things that you have to keep in front of your face. So that way you remember what your financial goals are. And every time you're looking to make a purchase, it will kind of restrain you or keep you from spending because you know what your financial goal is. And your financial goal may change, right? Your financial goal may change month to month or week to week, depending on what you're trying to do or what you're not trying to do. What is your financial goal? Not maybe the big overall one, but what's the one today that's going to keep you from swiping that card? What's going to keep you from doing that? So, okay, you said your student loan is to pay that off, right? Moving to the city. That so keep in front of you wherever you have your wallet. Maybe tape it onto the front of your card. My goal is to pay off my student loan, and you put your balance on it. Okay, put it on your computer. Put it on the homepage screen of your phone. Right? Put it up. Find a way to put it on the home page. My goal is to pay off my student loan. Current balance, boom. So every time you try to charge something and you see that, you like, it's looking at you. It's looking at you. And maybe you can use the money that you're about to purchase the stuff with to pay the student loan. I am a believer in paying your debt, but living at the same time, right? Paying your debt and living at the same time. Yes, there are things I don't do, places I don't go, experiences that I don't have because I know this is a financial goal that I have right now. And so there are sacrifices that I have to make. But at the same time, like I'm going on a trip at the with my girls this month. We going on a trip, like we going on another trip, right? We going to the beach. I'm not going to sacrifice that. I'm not going to sacrifice that. I sacrifice a lot of other stuff. I'm not going to sacrifice that, right? We going. We going. we going. We going. Add it in each week. Yes, put it in your planner, but make sure you put it places that is visible for you. Because if you do not know the reason, really and truly, a deep and compelling, they call it a compelling reason. Y'all, my shirt is irritating me that it is off center. Okay. If you don't have a deep and compelling reason that really it resonates and is meaningful toward for you, it's not, you're not going to care. You're not going to care. You're not going to care. That's why when like I want to pay off debt. That's not a compelling reason for me not to spend money because I want to pay off debt. It's not a compelling reason. It's not. I don't know. For some of y'all, it might be. It's not. Okay? It's not. But because I want to build a ginormous dividend producing investment portfolio, you can't have my money. That right there is a compelling reason. Like, I want to be able to get $5,000 a month from dividends, you know, from my investment. I want to be able to get $5,000 a month. Like, if I can build my portfolio to where I can get $5,000 every single month from dividend, and that's in hard times. Let me run with that. No, you can't have my money. You can't have my money because I'm building 5,000. I'm building my way to 5,000. So you can't have my money. There are things that I'm gonna do because it brings me joy, but for the main you have my money because I'm building 5,000. And if I give it to you, it's taking away from my 5,000. It's taking away from my 5,000. Mm-mm. 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 So you've got to have a compelling reason that's really meaningful to you, that's keeping you sane, right? That's keeping you sane because most of us, we ain't sane like that. Right? So anyway, I got to, oh, this month. Okay. So this month I have a mammogram and I don't even know what the cost of that is. I have it, as a matter of fact, today. Okay. Mammogram. I have it today. So when I go there, we'll see whatever that is. That should be covered by mostly by my insurance, but we do have that portion of that to take care of. So I have a mammogram. So that's one health bill that I have that I'm putting in with my monthly planner. So that's one thing that I'm doing for the month. The second thing that I normally put in here on one of these first pages is I have my hubby's birthday. Okay. And so that's going to be some spending. Okay, so his birthday, and then in addition to his birthday, we have my girls' trip. Okay, so those are a decent, like decently big planners. I mean purchases that we're gonna have, right? So I know already. I think I had wrote it somewhere here, but for the girls' trip, it was like two something, like 225. I think is gonna be the room. 225 is gonna be the room. And I need to send that over to my friend. So like that is actually money that's going to come out of my account because I got to send it to her. Woo, woo, woo. I can't use my credit card. But you know what? I'm gonna call her and ask her. Well, he may or may not be in the country for his birthday, but after his birthday, um, after his birthday, yeah, the weekend, on the weekend. But he may or may not. We're not sure yet because this is the time of year that he travels. Um, yeah, this time of year he travels with his sisters to do their charity work situation. So that and doing some business with his dad and blah 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 blah. So he may or may not be around for that, but the weekend he will be around that weekend, so we'll take care of it that weekend. Yeah, so he's gonna get himself something good for the weekend. All right, y'all. I gotta go. So we got this set up. I got my checking account balance in. I got some savings account information in. I got some notes on a few things that I need to do as well. I'm going to go through, and before I leave, I'm going to check at least the light, the water, and the light, the gas, and the water bill. I'm going to check those three things to see what they're saying and check the statements because those should already be done, paid up. I'm going to check their statements if there's anything that's due. For the water, I did submit the information on the repair to the water company, and it's just a small little portion of some bill, something somewhere somehow they're gonna do. I don't expect anything much from that at all. I don't throw up. I don't expect anything much from that at all. So we're gonna take care of that. We're gonna take care of that, and then of course the savings. And then I'm going to start checking in on my credit cards afterwards. I'm going to get as much done as possible because that's on my list. But I also have a couple other things, like several other things that's on my list that need to be done for the morning. Okay. And then after the appointment for the afternoon, and then I got to get ready for the appointment itself. Oh, yuck. But um, I normally, in the beginning, I normally take several days to do this budget setup. And honestly, I normally do it the last week of the month. So my budget setup is normally done the last week of the month. It's normally done before I get into the upcoming month. So this is late for me to get it done. And it goes back to, I can afford to do it late because most of the things that need to be paid are already paid up ahead, a month, 2 months, 3 months, whatever ahead. So I don't need to stress nor worry about it because it's paid ahead. Feeling at the dentist today, Shauna. Oh boy. Mm. Okay, you'll be good with that, Shauna. You'll be good with that. All right, friends. Continue to pray for me as I pray for you all, because I still don't like to do this, even though it's what needs to be done. I still don't like to do it. And that's the reason why I take a week to get it done. I could just do it. Boom. How do you say something other than saying a hit and run? I could do it in small bursts, small bursts. Set up one page, go about my business. Set up another page, go about my business. Look up three of these bills, one or three of these bills, go about my business, right? So I could do it in small bursts without feeling overwhelmed and disgusted because I don't like doing it. Doing it. But we know that we need to, we know that we have to. And so it's a part of me being a responsible adult. It's a part of me being a responsible adult. Okay. So that's what we have. That's what we have. Anyhow, y'all, I love you all with the love of our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. And I pray for you all this week as we go through this week that you all will have clarity of mind, right? I pray you all will get clarity of mind. Because sometimes, a lot of times, our minds are clouded by so many different things that's happening in our lives, our lives around us, with the people we love, we care about, and sometimes with the ones we don't really care about either, right? So many things are happening in the world today. We pray for those families that are just out here being destroyed by the enemy. Oh my goodness, y'all, it hurts my heart with all these things that's happening. So, I mean, we get emotionally bogged down, we get mentally bogged down, we get physically bogged down. Just so many different things. We're being pulled in so many different directions. But in all of this, I pray that God will continue to give you clarity, because every single decision that we make is important. Every choice that we make is important. And so we don't want to be doing this stuff with a cloudy, frustrated mind, right? We want to do it with clarity. And so I pray for that for you this week, that in all things you have clarity. God says, if you ask for wisdom, he will give it to you. He wants to give it to you more than anything else, because he knows that when you make wise choice and wise decisions, chances are you're going to come to the right conclusion, right? So I pray that we all will have this clarity this week. Seek God, ask for his wisdom so that we are able to see the matter clearly and make the right choice. From previous week sermon, it says, it's like time is drawing near. We don't have enough time, right? It's too late in Earth's history for us to be making bad choices. It's too late in Earth's history for us to be making bad choices and bad decisions. So please be careful as to the ones that you are making this week. All right. Be sure that it honors God as well. My friends, I love you all with the love of our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. I pray success for you in this week, as I pray for myself and my household, because you got to pray for you and your household, right? Got to pray for you and your household. Stay prayed up. And I'll talk to you all next week by God's grace. All right, friends. Bye bye.